Today on Top 5 Friday, I'm gonna tell you my top 5 green fragrances, and for this occasion, I wore my favorite green shirt. Welcome to J-ROYL, everyone. My name is James. This is Top 5 Friday, where I give you a top 5 list on fragrances. Today is about green fragrances. And within the category of green fragrances, there's two subgenres, at least according to me. You have the cooler weather green fragrances with the pines and the coniferous and the cypress and all the Christmassy stuff. And then the warm green fragrances, which are a little more warm weather friendly. So without wasting any more of your precious time, let's get right into this list. The number 5 green fragrance on this list is JARDIN sur la nuit by HERMES. You like that French accent? Nailed it. Now, even though Jardin or garden is in the name and the bottle's green, this is not your typical green fragrance. There's no grassy quality to this. Really, this is a fruity floral with a green aspect to it. It has some grapefruit, mango, a little bit of coconut. It's slightly tropical, but there's also a vegetable quality with carrot and tomato leaf. When I smell this fragrance, it sort of reminds me of the fruit veggie smoothies my mother used to make me when I was a wee young lad. It almost has a weird gourmand-like quality, kind of a fruit veggie salad type of feel. Perfectly unisex, good for women and men. And number 5, JARDIN sur la nuit. My number 4 green fragrance on this list is Green Irish Tweed by Creed. What? Number 4? This one? Yes. Green Irish Tweed is my number 4 green fragrance, but the fact that it's on the list means it's pretty damn good, because it is. Lemon verbena, violet leaf, you got some ambergris, of course some sandalwood, and some iris. Not the most complex fragrance, but absolutely revolutionary when it first came out. What I love about Green Irish Tweed is it is extremely authentic smelling. There's nothing in this fragrance that makes it seem chemically or contrived. Everything fits perfectly. And it's also very versatile as well. I'm not gonna say that little bit about walking the Irish countryside, because I've never been to Ireland, although I'm going to Scotland. Scotland's better than Ireland, y'all. But the reason it's number 4 is simply because I don't really feel I give this fragrance my best when I wear it. It doesn't necessarily mesh 100% with me for whatever reason, but I still like wearing it in the spring and even the summertime. At number 4, Green Irish Tweed. The number 3 green fragrance on this list is The Soft Lawn by Imaginary Authors. With a name like The Flaccid Lawn. This is an undeniably green fragrance, from the color of the liquid, to the color of the label, to the name, to the notes. Everything about this fragrance is green. What I get when I smell this fragrance is beautifully fresh cut grass. And being an Imaginary Authors fragrance, there also is the imaginary note. Clay court, meaning the tennis court. There's even the note of tennis balls, which you would think would be an imaginary note, but there is kind of that vibe. Because as we all know, a fresh tennis ball does have its own type of smell. And there's a hint of that in here. Everything in this fragrance is about this whole tennis theme. It's an indie fragrance, so it obviously is quite adventurous. I love it, and ever since it was first shown to me by Chad from A Gentleman's Journey, I've fallen in love with it. That's why we have a number 3, The Soft Lawn. My number 2 green fragrance on this list is Bleecker Street. The hype is real, y'all. If you see my review on Bleecker Street, you know I'm a Bleecker Street fanboy. But if I love this fragrance so much, why is it only number 2? And that's because, although it definitely has its green quality, the part that I love about it is the fruity, juicy, blueberry-like accord. While some green fragrances can tend to be a bit vegetal, kind of smells like green plants, this adds that refreshing, watery blueberry element that makes it so nice. This is a perfect transition fragrance from spring to summer when you're transitioning. People unanimously call this an awesome spring fragrance, but I always tend to argue that it's also very good in the summer. Give it a try, trust me. And number 2, Bleecker Street. And my number 1 green fragrance on this list for the warm weather is Elephant by Zoologist. Or should I say, Zoologist. Shoutouts to Classy Scents. No, you will not smell like an elephant when you wear this. Elephant is a remarkable fragrance that does an awesome job at creatively capturing the environment at which an elephant would reside in. Or at least that's what I take from it. No, you won't smell like the zoo. This smells like a rich green jungle. There is a slight tropical quality with a green coconut type of feel, and a beautiful tea note with some nice sandalwood and some beautiful blossoming white florals throughout. It's not so much a dirty animalistic quality, it's more of a clean musk a la My Boy by Chanel. Another awesome thing about Elephant is the fact that it's strong like an elephant. Even though the notes themselves are fairly delicate and the composition is nice and subtle, it's still a beast of a performer. It has pretty strong projection for 3 or 4 hours, and longevity is 8 to 9 on my skin. If you're a fan of green fragrances, do yourself a favor and hit up Victor Wong, my brethren from the Toronto region. At number 1, Elephant. Some fragrances were made to make you smell fresh, so you don't necessarily have to shower as often. But then there are other fragrances that are more about the creativity behind fragrances. They make you feel something, or they magically transport you to different worlds. I have grown to love green fragrances because of the fact that they are so unique and very uplifting. They take you on an aromatic journey that some of those basic bro fragrances would never be able to do. What are some of your favorite warmer weather green fragrances? Let me know in the comment section below so we can share the wealth of knowledge. All of our links to the Facebook group and Instagram are down below, and if you like what you see, then like the video and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Hope you like the list. Peace. Elephant's also a great song by Damien Rice. This has got to die. I said this has got to stop. The singing's gotta stop, right?